Hey guys, welcome in. It is Monday, fun day here. It's another edition of the Joe Raineri Show brought to you by paperhead.com. It is the ultimate side hustle, guys. If you haven't considered it, maybe you should, especially seeing how, the books absolutely cleared house this weekend. Talk about making bank. That's exactly what the books have been doing here over the last couple of weeks, and wouldn't it be great if you were the book one day? It's a lot easier than you think, and of course it always starts with having the right technology and the right support behind you, and that's exactly what our friends at paperhead.com provide. Technology support, over 20 years in the business. They are the industry leader in making it seamless for you to be able to be an independent sportsbook agent, and it all starts by making that phone call there to our friends at 888-762-2111. That is paperhead.com. Not to mention our good friends over at uwager.lv, and you know it, I know it, guys. You're betting numbers, you're not betting teams, and what do we say? You always need multiple options to be able to shop numbers, especially tonight, guys. Look at this damn game between Detroit and Green Bay. You don't think every half point matters here? You guys don't think every point matters? You damn right it does. And right now, I can tell you across a whole lot of different books, there's a bunch of different numbers out there, not only on the total, but also on the side, which is why it is so important that you have options. Ultimately, it means you need an offshore book that you can rely upon, that's not going to ask for an arm and a leg to be able to cash anything out or be able to deposit. No, you need one that has amazing customer service and, has some amazing pricing. And right now you can get a 50% sign-up bonus deposit match. 1-800-UWAGER. The code is JRS50. That's 1-800-UWAGER. The code is JRS50. And nobody is telling you got to take out a second mortgage and open up an account here. You put a couple of bucks in, they'll match 50% of it. Boom. You can start shopping lines because we've got two major games here today, guys. Do we not have two major games on tap here tonight? And by the way, I do want to remind you that as soon as we're done here, make sure that you guys head over to our friends at sportsmemo.com. You've got a whole roster of professional handicappers from around the country ready to provide you some of the best information out there. And we're talking about Teddy Covers. We're talking about Alex Smith in hockey, Andrew McGinnis in hockey. We're talking about Matt Josephs. It's got something going with tonight's game. Hunter Engelhardt, Dr. Chuck RX. They are all there waiting for you, not to mention a whole bunch of free information and free plays can be found at sportsmemo.com. So let's start tonight with the football game, the Monday Night Football game, divisional rivalry. We're looking at the Detroit Lions taking on the Green Bay Packers. And this game opened up at 6, guys. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. The books had this line at about -6 for Green Bay. And then the shit hit the fan. And that shit, of course, being a whole lot of money coming towards Detroit. Not tickets. The tickets continue to move towards Green Bay, which tells me one thing. If I'm going to get a line that's going to move 2.5 points, almost 3 points, it's not because the public loves it. It's because the pros love it, and it's because that's where the money's going. We often tell you here, listen, don't overthink the room, guys. Follow the money. Where has the money been from minute one that this line opened up? It's been on the Detroit Lions. It certainly hasn't been on the Green Bay Packers. Same thing with the total. The total opened up at about 47. It was bet down all the way to 45, 45 and a half. There's been a little buyback. We're seeing it pushed up now again to around 46 and a half. 46 is, again, important to line shop and do all that good stuff there. The reality is this game is all about one thing and one thing only to me. It's about the total, not necessarily the side. If you were going to play a side tonight, if you wanted to pick a winner, then pick the money line. Forget about, guys. Forget about trying to grab the points or lay the points here. This is only a money line game as far as I'm concerned here. If you think Detroit's going to win, forget about getting the 3.5 points. Take them at the plus 165 on the money line and vice versa. If you think Green Bay is going to win this game, forget about it. Don't even screw with the hook. Don't screw with the -3.5. Just take them at the -180, 185, depending on what you can get right now. It's still under $2. Make up your mind. To me, I think the value lies in the total. I think that's where we should be looking here for this game because both of these teams, from a defensive perspective, do similar things well. They both have really good secondaries. they have also really bad run defenses. In other words, teams are averaging around 5.5, 5 yards per carry against them. So they don't necessarily stop the run all that well, but they do. They do cover in the secondary really, really well. So you got bad secondaries. You got good secondaries. You got bad run offenses. That tells me Aaron Jones and Kerryon Johnson probably going to get a whole lot of work here tonight in this game. And, of course, you guys know as well as I do, the more you run the ball, the less opportunity it is for you to start airing it out and run the score up. And I do think that the value lies in the under in this game here tonight. So that's where I'm looking, the under 46.5. And again, guys, shop it. It's available. You don't have to settle for 45, 45.5. It is around. It is out there. I think the under, I think it provides really good value in this game because I don't see either Stafford or Aaron Rodgers, especially Aaron Rodgers without his top target, just throwing the ball all over the yard. Don't anticipate it. Don't see it. I do expect Aaron Jones to get a whole lot of carries, Kerryon Johnson. Expect the running games to be in full effect here. Expect the defenses to buckle down. A lot of field goals, a lot of, a couple of touchdowns here or there. But ultimately, I don't see how we're going to get over 46.5, 47 points. So I'm going to lay the under in this game here tonight and think that both of these offenses will stick with the run as long as possible. And then, of course, in the baseball game here tonight, it's kind of do or die for the Cardinals, right? Flaherty on the mound for them, Strasburg on the mound for the Washington Nationals. And this game, to me, again, is in a side, though, not in a total. I know a lot of people looking at the total, and currently right now, guys, this total's at 6.5. Can you believe that? I mean, it's bad enough the Cardinals can't hit and that they've almost been no-hit twice in the first two games of this series. But now they got to go up against Strasburg, who, let's face it, he doesn't give up an awful lot of runs to begin with. Flaherty, he doesn't give up any runs either. But believe it or not, there is a big difference between playing in Busch Stadium and playing where the Nationals are in D.C. The weather's going to be a little warmer tonight. There's going to be some wind blowing out. So, yes, there's going to be an opportunity to score some runs here. And, in fact, the trends tell us and history tells us that when we have this much money and this much support to the under, and we're talking about under 7 right now, guys. There's 6.5s across the market. We're talking 3 for the first 5. Yeah, usually what happens is the game goes over, and it goes over by quite a bit. So you're stuck in a conundrum here. What do you think is going to happen? Well, I'll tell you what I think is going to happen. I think the Washington Nationals are going to get out in front. They're going to get to Flaherty early. I think the Cardinals I think they're going to press. I think they've been pressing. Hence the almost Max Scherzer no-hitter there as well. Dexter Fowler couldn't hit water if he fell out of a boat, and there's a few guys in this lineup right now that are having a hard time getting on base. It's not like the Cardinals with some sort of prolific offense to begin with, guys. Flaherty is going to do his thing. He's going to give up 1, 2 runs, maybe 3 tops. The bullpens are going to come in, and then it's going to be a free-for-all. But I do trust, especially at home, given how much success they have had there, I do trust the Washington Nationals to go ahead and get to Flaherty early. I think they have a better shot at doing that early than the Cardinals getting to Strasburg. So I'm going to play this game first 5. I'm going to take the Washington Nationals on the money line for the first 5. I think they'll go into the second half of this game with a lead, albeit 1-0, 2-0, 2-1, somewhere in that ballpark there. I do believe the Nationals will have some success at their own home ballpark going up against Flaherty. I have absolutely zero confidence in the Cardinals being able to do anything when it comes to hitting a baseball, unfortunately. Ultimately, I think when it's all said and done, I think the Nats are going to end up winning here tonight, and I think they're going to be up 3-0 there, waiting to close this thing out in the next game. So if I was going to go total, guys, I'd go contrarian. I'd go over. 6.5, I think, is just way too little here. You know what's going to happen. Everyone's on the under. Everybody loves the under, and there's going to be 9 runs scored in this game. That's ultimately what's going to happen. The bullpens are both going to be asked to come in at some point later in this game and then let the fireworks begin, because we both know how these bullpens, well, they're not exactly shutdown bullpens. Let's just leave it at that. So I'm going to go ahead and back the Nationals on the first 5 money line. I'm going to go ahead, take the under tonight in the Monday Night Football game. If I was going to lean anywhere from a money line standpoint, from a side, I'm leaning Detroit to be able to take care of business coming off a bye week on the road in a series that they have dominated, albeit without Aaron Rodgers in the past. Yep, and I think that the Nationals go ahead and take one step closer to appearing in a World Series for the very first time. So that's how I'm playing it, guys. Also, I would encourage you, head over to sportsmemo.com. Not just my big mouth. You got a whole lot of guys over there with a lot to say about these games, not only tonight, but, of course, all week long. All you have to do is head over to sportsmemo.com. They've got you covered there. And don't forget, guys, if I've told you once, I've told you 100 times, especially tonight, you got to shop. You've got to make sure you're getting the best number. You need a offshore book you can rely upon. I'm telling you, give them a shot, guys. Give them a shot. You'll be amazed at the pricing and the customer service and how easy it is to be able to put money in, to be able to pull money out. It is hassle-free, guys. 1-800-UWAGER. The code is JRS50. That's 1-800-UWAGER. Code is JRS50. Go get that 50% sign-up bonus deposit today. And we'll be back, of course, again tomorrow, recapping the games, taking a look at what is ahead. We've got early college football again this week. We'll take a look at those games. Plus, Week 8 college football lines are already out. A couple of games you probably want to bet and bet sooner rather than later as the lines are going to move. We'll have that information for you as well tomorrow. So good luck tonight, guys. No matter what side it is you're going to go on, no matter what your play is going to be, make sure that you guys are cashing out. And don't forget, if you've ever had any interest in having the ultimate side hustle, guys, and maybe being your own independent sportsbook agent, nobody better than our friends at paperhead.com. Check it out at GetPaperhead on Twitter. Make sure you visit them today at paperhead.com/Joe. You can pick up the phone and call them at 888-762-2111. All right, guys, we'll be back here again tomorrow breaking it down. Good luck no matter where or what it is that you decide to do tonight. May you cash those tickets. May you be a little profitable to start on a Monday. Make sure you head out to sportsmemo.com as well. Good luck, guys. We'll talk to you again tomorrow.